How you guys doing? Today what we got going on, I listed a lot of stuff that you from the last video that you guys saw, along with the jacket, the Budweiser jacket, the couple books that I got, a couple things you did not see, were these bobbleheads, what do they call them, solar heads or something like that. The head moves more when it's out in the sun and stuff. A few of these books. He-Man books from 1983. I got a lot of these Japanese anime books listed. Got the farmhouse listed. That's from another previous day purchase. A few cars, single cars. I forgot what I got these from. Oh, that was the same sale as I had those little solar things. Some of these cars are surprisingly. I mean, I figured a couple bucks each, so I was gonna put a bunch of them in the lot together. But no, like this one here is literally selling for $5 by itself. So that's what I did. I listed that by itself. Other ones I listed in a bunch in groups together. But we did make a sale just now. Hasn't even been 10 minutes. And if you guys remember the Dolly Parton doll here, I just pulled this off the shelf back there. This was sold for 48 plus shipping. Shout out to Chad. He's the buyer of this. This product is coming out to you in the morning. It is probably like 11 o'clock. So just want to give you guys an update. I mean, not even 5 minutes, 10 minutes I should say, is when I listed it and got everything done. Shut everything down for the night and went downstairs, and of course sale by the time I hit the bottom of the stairs. So that's good for that. I'm gonna box that up, get that out of here. That one was sold in Macari, not on eBay, so another good thing. Macari actually you do the labels, so all the labels are printed out. You just gotta put them on a box and go. You don't have to worry about paying for ship or anything, as long as you got your weight and measurements correct. Nothing will change. You won't have to pay anything extra, so that's a good thing. Alright, so thanks for joining on this part, but stick tuned, because after this there's going to be more sales and more stuff that we're going to be finding out. Alright, see you in a little bit. Okay, here's where we had to cut out because the music was playing. So I'm going to do a little commentary on this if I can. Right here we got the magic cards. They wanted way too much for these magic cards. I think that box was like $35. The other ones were $39. Just way too much for those magic cards. Always check these cases. That's where they try to keep their single unused items. There's just nothing there. This is around the time where I start walking over the shirts. I usually try to get certain shirts, concert shirts, stuff like that. Bright colors always do really well. There wasn't really anything that I saw at that part. In a few seconds here, you'll see a little find that I did, or I was looking for, but didn't really catch on. I didn't see much of finding anything right there. Long sleeves are coming in right now, so people are starting to look for them. Keep going back to that same shirt. I don't know why. I didn't end up getting it though. Couple college shirts and the gray ones. Nothing stood out here. These are all small shirts too. Smalls are always hard to sell. Hey, if I would have taken that one, if I went to AutoZone, maybe I could have got the employee discount on that one. Just walk and say, hey, I need some parts. Walking with the shirt. There's the wifey trying to buy a pair of pants, but she didn't end up getting those either. Now this is where I find a pretty decent shirt. I always try to look for these. These are the biker shirts, Harley shirts. It is 2009, I believe it was. Yeah, 2009 Bike Week, Daytona Beach, Florida. The size was good. I think it was an XL. You'll see here in a second the back graphics were really, really good. No cracks in them. The only thing was I put it back because of the price. Prices are way too high right now for some of these shirts. I think it was like $6.99 for that shirt. A little bit too high for me. And you're gonna see me come down here to the hats. There was a few hats here, nothing much, but there was one or two that caught my eye just because they're different colors, different designs, which you'll see here in a second. This one right here. There was another one that was it was orange. It had a little orange tint to it. The only thing is, they were so stained up on the back. Once I flipped them on the inside was even worse. I think they just let them set, so even if I washed them, I don't think they're going to really do any good. Once again, they're really high in these on those hats. I think they marked them up a little bit today just because they had a lot of sales going on for the white tags, so they put a lot of them pink. Nothing there in the records. I went back later to look at the records. There was nothing there. I have more than enough plush. I don't need any more plush. Shoes always do pretty decent here, but as you know, if you see my previous videos, I have a lot of shoes. Same thing with these little Precious Moments in Hallmark. Little Angels do good, but I believe they were marked at $2.99 each, which is way too much for these. I mean, they're good to pick up, but just not at that price. Your price margin is just too low. You see those three little animals there on the carts. They're also Precious Moments, but there's actually a 6 set. Those are only 5 of 6, so I just let those stay there. There's a little bowl here too I'm looking at, but I see there's chips underneath it, so I mean, it's a decent bowl, but just not with the chips in it. A lot of odds and ends stuff in this bucket, nothing major. Craft stuff. That guy was also a reseller. He was looking at the same shoes you'll see here in a minute that I was looked at. I see him in there all the time. He always goes right for the Nikes. I waited here for him to pass at that point, so here goes the Nikes here. There's a few. I'm trying not to put the camera up too high because last time they told me not to record in here, so I did it anyways this time. Yeah, here's the Nikes. They want $20-something for those Nikes. It is $22, but when I looked up the comps, they're only selling for $30. Not much value in there. Christmas stuff there. I've already went through all that Christmas stuff. There's nothing really new added to it, so I decided to pass on this whole lot here. Those boxes, you go to any Salvation Army, open those boxes, because I opened them last time I was here. That's where I got the Coca-Cola house. Not one of those boxes had what was in it. All different stuff. Make sure you open it. These shoes here I'm about to pick up, they had some value on it. I probably should have got them. They were actually only asking $2.99 for them. I probably should have got those shoes. I think the comps on those were anywhere from 15 to I want to say $12.99. Recent comps on those used, so wasn't bad. And I come over here and I grab a couple of these packages of the wipes because they're good to have just to clean stuff off when I get them at garage sales. I always wipe stuff down before I sell anything. And lately I've been on a book fetish, so that's why I came over here. Some sell pretty good, especially the horrors series do pretty good. So if you're ever in a bookstore, either Salvation Army, any place like that, just go through the books, take a few of them, scan them. You'll be surprised at what you could find. I left a few back that I should have gotten. I just left them behind. Some of the comps on them were pretty decent, but those books were $2.99 per book. If they were quarters or 50 cents would have been a good deal, but not for $2.99. Sometimes those books will sit for a while before you actually sell them. Winter time's always a good time to get books to sell. People do more reading in the winter time than they do anything else with those books. And I like to look at these purses and wallets that they have here too. We found a couple Burberry before. I found one Coach wallet, but nothing spectacular. But they do have them in there. It's always good to go through them, just to check, see what you could find. And their purses weren't much. I think a lot of these were like $1.99. The white tags, as you see there, white tag were half off today, so they're pretty decent. Just nothing I wanted to, mess around with. Yeah, these pink ones are $2.99, the bigger ones. Nothing that really stuck out for value. Even belts. Belts are good to find too. Belt buckles. My wife told me about a rack over here that I was thinking about getting, but I didn't get it. This gun rack right here. I don't know what I would put on it, because I have a safe for the guns. I don't put my guns on that. Now she's looking at the dressers and stuff. I walk over here. There was an employee putting something on here, and I noticed it in his hand. See, right, we're going to turn around here in a minute. Figured he'd put it down and walk away, but I figured I'd just ask him. That air fryer he has in his hand right there. I asked him if it was working. He said he'd plug it in for me, so pulled the cage out, make sure it was all clean. He's actually going to plug it in for me, and it does work. So that was a good find. I paid a little bit more because the Salvation Army can't really haggle on prices, but those things, I could probably sell it for right around 40 to 50 bucks. I can always download the manual, print the manual. It's not that big a deal. But definitely a good find. If I find anybody else that wants it, of course I'm going to give it to them that way instead of putting it on eBay. Those are a little heavy and big to sell for eBay. But I do it, unfortunately. They just pay for the shipping. Right here I put everything down as I look at the other side of what he's got over there. I looked in his cart at this point. There's really nothing much there. As you can see, that little air humidifier there on the ground, I did pick that up. Wasn't really sure about the brand, but I looked up Hunter. Hunter's actually a pretty good brand for those. There was more mouses and keyboards up on top. Okay, the part of the Salvation Army, there's music playing in the background, so I had to do music over top of it, so we can get copyrighted. So I couldn't let you guys hear anything in there. Same thing with the Goodwill. There was just music playing, so you'll see things other things going on. I don't know how to do the voiceover yet. I'm not sure. I'll have to have my grandson show me how to do the voiceover so I can talk to you guys as we're doing it. But that's where that is, and hope you enjoy what you guys are going to find out next. Okay, give you a quick shout what we got here. I bought these just because most of them are sealed, and everybody seems to like these VHSs. They sell pretty good. I did get this Hunter air purifier. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I don't know if I'm going to sell it in the garage sale or we're going to keep it. I'm not sure. We got so many of them home. And these were, surprisingly, I bought 2 of these were on the shelves. I got them both. New, never been used. The comps on these are right around, I don't know, 14, 15 bucks. Yeah, absolutely. See if I can get it. There you go. Thank you. And then of course we got this air fryer. With these air fryers going for about 40 bucks used, so good deal. Okay, here we run into more music. So this is the Goodwill in Herkimer. We go through it. I do look here for more books. Like I said, these ones here are more for sets that I look for here, but just because they are a little bit higher priced. I didn't find anything that stuck out other than there was a Twilight set. I believe they were looking for, right there's a set of Twilight. There was only 3 of them. Here's the Viewmaster. Viewmaster is really good. They wanted very little for that. Those Viewmasters go for really good money, so I did end up getting that. There's a lot of odds and ends stuff here. A lot of different things. Just a lot of stuff was just way too high priced. Yeah, I start looking at a lot of these plates here. Nothing that really caught my eye on those shelves. These little bears you'll see in a basket here to the right. Right there. I did end up looking those up. Some of those went for good money, but once again, they just asked for way too much for those. I did look at these dolls. A lot of the porcelain dolls, a lot of them are 10 bucks a piece. They usually sell pretty good, but I just didn't have a time to look up every one of them. If I was going to do it, I was just going to go grab a bunch of them and just go that way. But I just didn't have time for it. They do got things color coordinated on the shelves for some reason. Nothing crystal there that I was looking at. It was all just regular glass. These here, I saw them. I was gonna pick them up, and I saw $2.99 on these cars. Just way too high priced for any to try to resell. I mean, some of them are pretty old, but in order to resell, just way too high. I just walk around looking on the other side for the stuffed animals, for toys. I did see something there, which we'll go back to in a minute. That's what really caught my eye. Another Olaf. I got a couple of those. I don't need any more. Sorry about my finger keep getting in the way. I am getting a harness for my camera, so that should help in the future. All those puzzles and games are all open. I don't like getting open puzzles. Nerf guns were nothing special. I mean, I could have picked that one up, but I didn't see any real extra value in it. This is where the good find is. Candy Crush Bear. The blue one, believe it or not, is going for a lot of money compared to what the yellow one is. So I picked that and ended up picking that up. I mean, couldn't beat the price on it. They're going anywhere from $15 to $25 new with tags. So that's what that is. That's what I ended up listing that as. Come around here to the side. A DVD player caught my eye. You didn't see it, but where my hand was, there was a massive crack on the side, so I ended up putting it back down. Not really much on that shelves. Yeah, there I'm just showing my wife the bear that I got, and music is still playing, so I couldn't have you wouldn't be able to hear us. She was trying to show me some odds and stuff, and she showed me the plates that are here in a second on the bottom. Unfortunately, these plates are really good. Unfortunately, I mean they're only, what was it, $2.99, but unfortunately there's no box or certificate with them. You need a certificate with them to make the full value on these. You can get a few bucks on each plate, but once again, I don't grab them unless I see the certificate with them. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, people. I walk out in this little area that they have. If that green desk there that I just passed was not already sold, I probably would have grabbed that. I need like a little desk for my eBay room upstairs. This was a massive shoe collection. A lot of these looked in really good shape. Unfortunately, like before, I do have a lot of shoes right now listed, so I really don't need any more. I should have got that cassette case right there that you saw, the wooden one, but I just went right past it. I looked at that after. I should have got it. Like one of the other guys did pick it up, but they always have those, so next time I'll go back and get them. Those sell really, really good, real fast. Who knows, there could have even been cassettes in them. I didn't even look. Another guy ended up picking up as I'm walking away from everything. Definitely got some Depends. Coolers weren't bad, but they wanted 35 bucks a piece. This chair over here caught my eye, but unfortunately, once again, it was way too high priced. I definitely would have bought it, but I think it was like at $25 for that chair. Just way too high. This bat, it's an S2000. If you see any of these Eaton bats, are really good. They're going for pretty much what they have it listed for. They're going for like $15 to $20, so they had it listed for $14.99. So no value in it, no